Hello. Life begins with dignity and it has to end in a very dignified way. And that is why you need to make sure that you start well and you end well. In between, what do? There are things that are so uncertain in life that you'd have to have something to back you up. And that's why you need to have insurance. Do you do it whilst you are alive, or people do it for you whilst you are dead? I don't think the answer is so sacrosanct, but the point is, you have to have life insurance. You have to have something to take care of yourself and your loved ones when it is that you are in trouble. That is why I'm bringing you this special program from the offices of UT Financial Services, and they are bringing a very unique product. The product is Unique Life Insurance. Wow. Life is all about living it. And I have with me Sharif Abudu, the General Manager, Business Development, UT Life, with me. He's traveled all the way from Accra to come and let us in on the whole situation. Thank you for coming.
Yeah, thank you very much.
And welcome to London. You brought the sunshine, I guess.
Well, I brought it.
And to my immediate right, I have the Director, UT Financial Services, Henry Asilfi, who is right here with us in London, and he's giving us all the wonderful things about UT Financial Service. But today and in this program, we're talking about life insurance. Now, Sharif, tell me, life insurance, UT Life Insurance, What is it?
Well, UT Life Insurance is an indigenous Ghanaian company. And I'm saying indigenous because it's wholly owned by Ghanaians.
Right.
Partners, corporations, it's purely Ghanaian. Right. And I believe strongly that you know about the UT Group already.
Yes.
We have UT Logistics, the UT Bank itself, properties and the like. And once we talk about UT Life, it means that we are a very strong life insurance company. We started operations in 2007 under a different name called CDH Life Insurance Company.
Right.
And in 2010, UT Holdings came to buy almost 90% shares of the company, and the name changed to UT Life Insurance Company.
Okay.
So that's where we are for now. We started in 2010. I'll say with our market share, we are at number 15 in terms of the Ghanaian market, life insurance market.
As in Ghana.
As in Ghana.
Right.
But 4 years down the line, as we talk today, by the end of 2014, we had moved up to the number 7 position.
Okay.
It tells you how strong we are as a company and how serious we are as a business. And in the Ghanaian economy, currently in life insurance business, UT Life Insurance Company has got the youngest executive team. So what it means is that we are looking into the future, not just today.
Now, talking about life and funeral expense insurance, now these things are things that people are scared of. And you talk about do life insurance and you are like, why do you want me to write my will and all that? Is it relevant that we do it? As Ghanaians, we kind of don't believe in it.
Well, I think for us Ghanaians, we are social people in terms of funerals, outdoors and the rest like that. But I believe that among all the social issues that we have, funerals are the most expensive.
Okay.
Funerals are the ones that bring people together. So to get peace of mind, to get a sound sleep, because once it happens, whether you want it, whether you like it or not, you have to dish out some money to handle the funeral. And I keep saying that, why do we allow our parents to take care of us? And when they pass on, it's difficult for us to give them a dignified burial or funeral.
Okay.
It gives you peace of mind. It saves you from going to borrow money from the bank and paying high interest rates. And for me, it gives you peace of mind. It's necessary for us to buy life insurance, especially the funeral benefits. I believe we have a lot of Ghanaians in this community here in the UK. And for me, among all our products, this is the best I think I recommend for the Ghanaians.
Let me come to the UK and find out. It says amongst the products, this is the best we have. Tell us, how relevant is it to us here?
I think from what Sharif has said is quite important. Because, for example, when something happens like that, and Sharif has been educating me, he says, look, this is one thing that is always going to happen. We might not know when, but there's a certainty it is going to happen.
Okay.
Yeah. When it happens, you find a lot of people crying. Sometimes, what are they crying for? They are crying for the lost one, but they also
crying about the money,
the financial impact.
Yeah, that's
so
true.
it is important that we cover the financial impact. Mm-hmm. Now, what this does, it helps allay some of the fears. That is what insurance is about.
Okay.
So it gives you something that gives you a comfort that, for example, if you have to go to Ghana to bury your loved one, some of the expenses are covered. It gives you at least a stepping stone to cushion the blow a bit for you. So that although you're crying, you're not, the financial pain is not too much. And I think that is what Sharif is talking about.
Once you are brought into the world, You are certain to pass on one day. You are gone. Nobody will see you again. There's another one that you may be alive, but you are not productive. It can be through an accident, disability, and all those other things. So when people talk about life insurance, they normally look at the disability bit. I'm alive. I have an accident. I'm not working. How can I bring money onto the table, bring food to the table of the family members? So for me, these are good. But with this UK community, most guys here have got the pure life insurance, which I'm talking about.
Right.
If I pass on, I have an accident, I'm disabled, insurance company.
Yeah, those conditions. Yeah.
But the funeral insurance, which normally has to do with our parents. Of course, I don't expect to bury my son or my daughter.
Okay.
But I expect that one day my father will go or my in-law will go and have to go to Ghana.
Are we going to insure against the happening of what our people are folks back home? Insuring against the death of my mom, insuring against the death of my father or a relative back home, so that when it happens, I don't have to dole out so much money from my bank account, but something will take care of it. Is that what we are talking about?
Yeah, the whole idea of the insurance is it helps reduce the financial impact at the time. So in a case you've got two parents, sometimes we have situations where one parent dies, and for one reason the other parent goes within the next 3-4 months. Now, you can't say I just buried my father 2 months ago, so I can't bury my mom in that unfortunate circumstance. You have to. And this is where things like this insurance help you. Because irrespective of whether one died 2 months ago or died 3 months ago, the insurance still pays. Yeah? So at least there is something there for you. And it makes that whole outlay much, much better. And that is what we are trying to do with this particular product. Make a product, and Sharif and his team have tailored this product particularly for the UK market, taking into account the fact that when this thing happens, a lot of us have to travel all the way to Ghana for this. I mean, considering you and your missus or you and your partner traveling all the way to Ghana, I mean, your flight alone is at least minimum.
Let alone talk about repatriating the bodies.
Exactly. So this is where this comes in, and this kind of helps cushion it. I'm not saying it's not going to take away the loss or the sadness, but the financial impact, this helps.
We are looking at a very beautiful, wonderful product here that will help you in times of need. You don't know when it's going to rain, you don't know when it's going to shine, but rain or shine, there's something that will cushion you, and that's why we are bringing you this special program that UT Life is giving us a branch or kind of the UT Financial Services here in the UK. Why would I want to put money aside and expect my mom to die, expect my father to die? The ordinary African person, ordinary Ghanaian person will ask you, listen, when it happens, I have my funeral, donations coming. Beautiful. Everybody will help me because I've been going to funerals and I've been paying my donations. Why should I have this? Well, what are the benefits? Maybe I should put it that way.
Yes, in line with what Henry said, I mean, for example, on my flight to the UK just yesterday, I realized that I was on a flight with 4 people. 3 of them came to bury their parents. The 4th person came with the spouse, so the in-law was also gone. Okay. And on the flight, we were having a discussion. He was telling me, listen, Sheriff, I've spent so much money, man, I didn't even think about it. I had to go for a loan. I had to put my car to a friend. Keep this car for me. Give me 10,000. If I go back to the UK, I'll find money and bring it back to you. Okay. This is a big inconvenience. With the funeral policy, you are assured that once it happens, there'll be money down there to pay. And you see, the point is that, yes, we are Africans, but we have to believe and understand that being African tells us also that no matter what it is, if the parent goes away or a spouse goes away, the responsibility is on you. Okay. Nobody will come and do it for you. And even these days, I've been to several funerals where they made budgets. Oh, for this one, okay, Kweku will come, Henry will come, Mr. So-and-so will come. Okay, 10,000 from Kweku. 5,000 from Henry.
That is very realistic.
But then you get on real facts. Nothing comes from Kweku. Oh, you know what? I've been busy, but you know what? I'll send you a check tomorrow or next week. It will never come. So for me, for you to be rest assured, go for a funeral policy. That one, no matter what the situation is, you have your money being paid for. So I don't have to go and borrow money, rely on friends. You are fine. Make sure everything's sorted out for you.
And the beauty about this is, you pay monthly premiums, right? So you don't have to get up and pay a bit of maybe £20, £30 every month, and it is a reasonable amount to pay in installments, and then that builds up, and when the event happens, you have that. So there's a flexibility to pay on a monthly basis, and that is a unique feature which I think is good with this policy.
Sheriff and Henry, tell me, we hear these days back in Ghana, there is a funeral loan. Now, the funeral is held. Those who lent you the money come set up their table. When they finish, they take the proceeds away.
Yeah, sure.
Is this different?
Yes, that's what they do, because people don't have backups like the funeral policy.
Okay.
So those are some of the reasons why you have to go for a funeral policy.
Okay.
Those are some of the things we've seen on the market, and we think that why do you let someone use your father's funeral, your mother's funeral, to become his business proposition?
Okay.
We think it's not a good thing. We have a policy for you. We are Ghanaians, we know how our systems run. Back home, our flagship policy that we sell as a company, UT Life Insurance Company, is the funeral policy. And I think that Ghanaians in the diaspora, whether the US, the UK, Canada, wherever they find themselves, will always come back home for funerals.
Yeah.
They come, they spend. And you see, the point is that once you come from the UK or wherever you come from, once you are not in Ghana, people expect you to take charge of a lot of things. We all know the situation. So come on, So I think that is a good thing. I mean, I spoke to Henry earlier, and we believe strongly that this should fly. And with the help of you, Kweku, in the media to help us make sure we project this thing, let every Ghanaian come in and at least get a policy for him or himself.
When you get to a family house and there's a funeral, there are people crying for all sorts of reasons. One, because the loved one is gone and the pain is there. The other bit is, how do I pay for my expenses? This can bring you a lot of stress. But this product, I believe, is here to mitigate the kind of stress you go through. The question is, how do you pay for that, and how much do I pay? Henry?
Yes.
The pounds is difficult to come by.
I know.
I have my mortgage.
I live here, I work here, so I understand.
I have a mortgage to pay. I've got all the other expenses. In the UK, so if they say they give you money, you collect it with your right, and they take it away through the left. How do I pay for this? Is it expensive?
I think we've got basically two products.
Okay.
There's an entry level, and then for people who think that entry level is not sufficient, we have a second level, and Sheriff will tell you more into detail about that. But what we have is UT Financial Services is offering a one-stop shop.
Okay.
So here we do money transfer. We open bank accounts for people in Ghana. Okay. And we are offering this as part of our facility as well. We also have work on behalf and with UT Properties, so people who want to buy properties. So it's a one-stop shop. When you build a relationship with us, you're not building just a relationship with us on money transfer or banking, but all these suite of products become available to you to utilize. So in terms of how affordable it is, we've got two different levels. Somebody might go for the entry level. Somebody might decide, hang on a minute, the entry level is not good enough for me. I'll go for the next level up. And it's all about what you think you can afford. Now, one thing I know about Londoners is we're used to paying money on a monthly basis.
Okay.
Now, what this does is the same thing. Every month, as you do your budget, we know the money is not enough, but we all have to budget. So you budget and say, all right, this is going towards that. Now, the beauty of this is that you can even pay by direct debit every month. We the office here, are a backup for UT Life. Right. So you pay by direct debit every month. It goes into the bank account in Ghana and it's transferred into your UT Life account. So it's seamless. It's very easy. And if anybody's got any questions, I know Sheriff is here with us for some time.
Let me go.
Office here can help.
They say the devil is in the detail.
Yeah, sure.
Tell me, entry level or whatever level. Yeah. Take me through that.
I think what we discussed was that with experience and with interviews with people around, friends around and all that, we realized that people in the UK, as usual, oh, come on, why should I come to Ghana and be given a benefit of 5,000 Ghana cedis, which is like, let's say, £1,000 on average conversion. So the people in the UK think, oh, well, we want something like 10,000 Ghana cedis, which is about £2,000 heavy. Right. So we as a company decided, no problem, we are all Ghanaians. It's just that you guys are at the other side of the ocean.
Okay.
Why don't we come up with a better level for those in the UK who can afford? Even in the UK, not each of us can afford to go for the higher level, but at least those who can afford are given the opportunity to go for the higher level, which is about £2,000. That's 10,000 Ghana cedis in terms of conversion. So that is the entry level. Entry level being that is the standard that we offer. But the higher level that we offer is 10,000 for the guy.
So, in the event that you are bereaved,
Yes.
if you have been contributing at the entry level,
Sure.
then it means that you are guaranteed 5,000 Ghana cedis.
Correct.
If you go to the higher level,
Yeah.
you have a guarantee of 10,000 Ghana cedis.
Excellent.
How much do I pay as premium?
Yes, on average, with the 5,000 Ghana cedis, if you are let's say age 40, average age of 40 or 37,
Okay.
you pay 67 Ghana cedis. That's our Ghana cedis.
It's about
Like,
a little over £10.
it just says over £10 every month for the 5,000 benefits. And there's one thing that I want Ghanaians to appreciate and understand. Most life insurance companies, the main benefit of the 5,000 is for the main life, the person buying the policy, and the spouse alone. The parents or children, that's if they are covered, are given 50% of the 5,000.
Okay.
But we at UT Life, whatever benefits you, the main life, will get at the end of the day, that same benefit go for your parents as well. So if it's 10,000 for the main life, the parents also will have 10,000 if they pass on. And again, that money, 10,000, that benefit will pay to you. Because till the main life passes away, every benefit on the insurance policy is paid to the main life.
Talking about main life and the rest of it, I have a few people I have targeted at home. There's that old lady sitting at Menchia, one at Kwamai,
Okay.
and I have another at Ajoso. These are people I know if it is that they pass on, the responsibility will be on me. With my entry level premium payment, how many people can I cover?
Yeah.
Tell me.
Good. Basic, we look at the person buying the policy. In technical terms, we say the policy holder or the main life, as I mentioned earlier. You can cover your spouse. Okay, good. Now, we give the chance for you to cover 4 parents. 4 in the sense that the in-laws are part.
Okay.
Okay. Then children also can be covered, up to 4 children maximum.
Okay.
So, one, we look at yourself, your spouse, and your 2 biological parents.
Okay.
And 2 parents, which are the in-laws. Now, people say, well, when I was born, I lost my mother. It was my auntie who lives at Kwaman who took care of me. Till I went to school, she paid my fees and everything. So again, we give the chance to cover a foster parent on the policy. So if your old man is not there, but your uncle took care of you when you were growing up, your uncle can take the place of your biological father as a foster parent on the policy. So maximum people that can be covered on the policy, 10. 4 parents, yourself, your spouse, and 4 children.
Hold on. If any of the 8
Yes.
unfortunately pass on,
Yeah.
am I going to receive 5,000 per situation?
Yes, apart from the children, who will be 50% of the 5,000, any other person is the same with the 5,000 benefits. That's if you go for the standard.
For an average of £10 a month?
Yes, an average of £10 a month.
That's too generous. Well, Henry, you will be the collecting machinery.
Yeah.
What happens if I set a direct debit and I miss payments like 2-3 times and I'm not able to continue? What happens to me? Do I lose all the benefits that have been spelled out because I've stopped payment?
Basically, when you stop payment, the policy has an inbuilt protection. And I think Sheriff will correct me, it's about 60 days after you stop payment. And we'll give you a warning that, hang on a minute, you stop payment. And for any benefits to accrue, you have to continue payment. So we'll give you a benefit that you stop payment. And as a result of that, if you don't, you're going to lose the benefit associated with the payment. Because obviously, if you haven't paid for something, you can't benefit for it. So there will be some early warning systems, and then we'll call you in and sort of listen to what your circumstances and see if we can work around it. We will not expect somebody who's been paying for maybe 5-6 years. He has 1 or 2 problems with 1 or 2 months, and I will say because of that we're cancelling the policy. No, we are more friendly faced than that. So we would listen to you and see what we can do about the situation. For me, I think the most important thing is when you have financial difficulty, contact us.
Okay.
Rather than sitting down in your house and thinking, hang on, what am I going to do? contact us, let us know, and then we can discuss how we can help you.
Well, to our benefits, let me just quickly give the address of UT Financial Services. If you are in the UK, we are in the heart of the city. Number 6 Hayes Lane, London Bridge, SE1 2HB. And the telephone number you can call 0207 863 3202. Sheriff, I see myself as coming for this policy. Beautiful product. At what age can I start, and is there an exit point?
Yes, for every policy that anybody should go through or enter into, it's a contract actually.
Okay.
So we believe that you should be 18 years minimum age, 18 years minimum age to enter into a contract or signing on to an insurance policy. That's number one. 18 minimum age, maximum age 59. That is for starters. So I sign on. Minimum age 18, maximum age 59.
Okay.
No age is sealed that, at this age, I'm off the policy, I stop. Now, for the parents that have to be covered, they shouldn't be more than 74 years. 74 years.
It shouldn't be more
than 74.
Okay.
At
So
the time,
if I have a 90-year-old
out of range.
Out of coverage area.
That is where the certainty is 60 to 90%.
Yes,
that the person will pass on.
Yeah, that's true. But we see with insurance, you mentioned something that, wow, that's generous. 10 cedis for 5,000 each.
So I want to pay for more for my 90-year-old.
So we look at the health status and the risk involved, because we believe that other people are paying for other risks. Right. So if you bring in so much dread risk into the pool, it means it gets distorted. So we have an average age that we fix it to. For example, this age of 74, it used to be 69, but we looked at mortality rates and all those things, the experience over time, and we said, we can accommodate up to 74, so let's shift it. Maybe in a few years' time, when things get better, it can go to 80 years or 90 years, but for now it's 74 years. But once you enter at 74, that the parent is covered, she can grow or he can grow as long as she wants. When the death occurs, we're going to pay. But at the point of entry, that's where our interest is.
All right. Yeah. Then we live outside Ghana.
Sure.
We live in the UK, and I have my parents with me here.
Oh, wow.
Is it possible I could take out this policy to cover them as well? Well, you have the product, so let me come back to you.
Yes. We are a company. We are forward-looking.
Okay.
We look at circumstances. We look at situations. Technically, with life insurance, we believe that if you are not living in the jurisdiction of regulation, you can't take onto a policy. But we believe that we are all Ghanaians. I know you come to Ghana most often. You come for programs and other activities. So once you are living in the UK, doesn't mean that you are not Ghanaian. You are still Ghanaian. Okay. So we at UT Life, to make our product more attractive, we believe that once you have an account running in Ghana, money goes into the account. You are the account holder. You make sure you pay your benefits into the account. Once it happens, we pay.
Okay.
You can be covered also even if you live in the UK, because you live here because you are here in body, but you often come to Ghana to do other businesses.
So does it mean it's a precondition to have an account with UT Bank before you can take out?
Yes, it is. It is a condition, because we have to establish a relationship. We have to know that this customer is here, this customer is paying regularly, and then based on that, we can do that. Yes, it is a precondition.
Well, it's been very interesting, and I know there are lots of questions. You'd want to ask further questions apart from what Sharif and Henry have answered as I have asked. Visit the office, 6 Hayes Lane, London Bridge, SE1 2HB, or pick up the phone, call 0207 863 3202 or 0207 863 3204. Well, Sharif, before you go back,
yes,
I'm not going to ask you to attend any funeral, but tell me, what in sum will be the benefit of contacting UT Financial Services and taking out the funeral expense insurance? In sum.
Well, I think it will give you peace of mind. You can sleep and be assured that when it happens, you'll be sorted out. If your father calls you and says, "Oh, I'm not feeling very fine, I think I have," you are not scared. Because definitely we'll go. Once we are born into this world, the next sure thing is that we're going to go. So once you have this policy, you have the peace of mind. And for me, that's all it is. And it cuts down the financial burden that will come on you when it happens.
You are here with us. The double assurance, it has to come from you. What do you have to say?
What I have to say is that Sheriff is selling us a very good product. We, at the back office, are going to make sure that we administer that product here in a seamless way, which will make the customer very happy with the service. You come to one place, your service is done, both here and in Ghana. So that is the back office assurance that we are giving. Supporting UT Life in Ghana.
Well, I said at the start that life is made up of the start and the end. Both would have to happen in dignity. But in between, don't be stressed. Take out the UT life and funeral expense insurance and you are covered. UT Financial Services, serving the Ghanaian community better through innovative products. UT Financial Services, thank you very much, Henry. You have been taking good care of us. And welcome to town, and you've brought us good news.
Thank you very much.
And to you out there, this is something I recommend. Go take it, and you'll be smiling.